This is it, gang. The end of the road, the final stretch. We may be nearing the end of our adventures on historic Route 66, but there's still more to explore as we roll into our final destination. Let's go. First, a quick pit stop of the historic variety.
The Cucamonga service station is a historic site. In 1915, this primarily was an agrarian area, farming. On the north side of the city was predominantly citrus. On the south side, we had vineyards, grapes, and so consequently the service station was a vital part of this area. And as time went on, the station became more of a vital spot for people traveling the route. They needed tires, they needed batteries, gasoline, any service associated with those vehicles, then they would come here and get that service. In the early 80s, the station eventually closed, and it stayed closed until the association came in and acquired the property and developed what we have here today, which is a museum. Everyone in this operation is all volunteer.
We've seen a lot of historic preservation along our journey, from buildings to main streets, neon signs, and even giants. But here's something we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, Retro Arcade is an admission-based arcade featuring 50-plus classic arcade games, mostly from the 80s and 90s, but also we have modern games as well. So my husband and I opened Neon Retro Arcade back in 2015. He was really into collecting arcade games. At the time, they were being discarded literally on the side of the road, if you can believe it. And he would find them and put a lot of restoration and love into them on the weekends. We wanted to put those in a location where we could share them with the public and really preserve their history by introducing them to a new generation. A lot of places especially back in the 80s and 90s, of course, were designed to eat a lot of quarters. You won't have to do that here. All of our games are basically going to be for the price of admission. It's really special to us that we're able to put these classic games in a place where people can play them and fall in love with them and really be something that preserves history. These were games that just kind of helped us escape a little bit, take some time off to kind of just let everything else go to the wayside and just focus on the goal of achieving that high score or completing that game. And it's just something that people connect with, I think, nowadays.
We've made it. Tinseltown, La La Land itself. As if Route 66 wasn't iconic enough, I couldn't think of a more fitting way to end the journey than winding up here in Los Angeles. Following the footsteps of so many that came before us, we book it to a classic from the golden age of Hollywood.
She is one of the most iconic locations here in Los Angeles. She was built by Hollywood royalty. In 1927, we opened our doors. She was built specifically to house a lot of these celebrities that were coming in from back east. Hollywood was kind of booming at the time. They had an idea for a celebration of Hollywood, which now, of course, we know it as the Oscars. But they didn't have the place to host this. And so we built the hotel with the idea of hosting the Academy Awards, which we know it as now, in the Blossom Ballroom, home to the very first Academy Awards, of course, in 1929. The hotel didn't have a pool for many, many years. And so we built the cabanas in the 1950s as a second edition with a pool. Of course, that's where the great Marilyn Monroe becomes the great Marilyn Monroe. She takes her very first photo shoot out by the Tropicana pool. Nostalgia is very, it's what everybody likes to kind of experience when they come to our hotel.
And here we are, West Hollywood, the end of Route 66. Okay, I know you think I'm kidding, but truthfully, the route used to end right here in West Hollywood, and not, as it symbolically does today, at the Santa Monica Pier. So, it wouldn't be right to not stop into Barney's and have a cup of beans like back in the old days.
We are at one of the most historic places on Route 66. It's called Barney's Beanery. And at one point, this was the end of Route 66, back in 1927 when Barney brought it here. So you remember all these people that were coming down here from back east that were getting away from the Dust Bowl, the Depression, and this was literally the last stop before they started heading to the coast. This place was a hangout way back in the day for silent movie actors. Then all of a sudden, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis started coming here. Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, They used to come here when they were filming I Love Lucy. Marilyn Monroe used to like coming here when they were filming Some Like It Hot because she liked to get the chili here.
Let's try this again. Here we are, the end of the route. At sunset, no less.
We're on Santa Monica Pier, which is known as the traditional end of Route 66, not because it's literally where the highway ended, but because it's where the journey ended.
If you've driven 2,448 miles from Chicago, are you going to end your journey at Lincoln and Olympic in Santa Monica? You're right next to the beach. You've got to find a way to the beach. And while Route 66 was a commissioned highway, you could literally drive your car to the end of the Santa Monica Pier, out over the ocean, and that's as far as you can go. And that is how the Santa Monica Pier became the celebrated end of Route 66, the romantic end of Route 66, the end of the trail, as we call it.
Here on the pier, it's the same big finish as has always been here. It's the ocean. Putting your feet in the water after crossing the desert, you can really appreciate how special that was to people back in the day. Having something here to welcome you and sort of put a bow on the trip, and especially finishing here at the ocean at sunset, really just caps it off.
At this point, I'm sure the car smells vaguely of gas station snacks. Your trusty pocket map refuses to be folded properly. There's sand everywhere, and the bugs mashed across your windshield might never come off. But man, what an adventure! Thinking about the head full of memories we've collected and friends we've made along the way makes me a little misty-eyed. We didn't just travel Route 66. We've laughed with it, learned from it. Take a victory lap here on the sands overlooking the Pacific. You've earned it. But I bet you can already feel the tug of nostalgia, that itch for the open road. So, where to next?